tossed around the bend. Holiday couldn't be here sooner.
Hello, shiny happy people. Welcome to Kimbaskrafts. My name is Kim, and if you're new here, hello, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, guys. Love you. We are here for day 9 of the Christmas project that I've been doing. And if it's your first day, just a real quick review. I've been printing up the sheets on transparency paper and diamond painting. For the most part, half a sheet a video. We play a little game in the middle. And yeah, we're just trying to guess what I am diamond painting. I got this pattern from Heaven and Earth Designs, and I'm using the technique that was taught by diamond painting between the lines, Tammy. I don't believe she's active on YouTube any longer, or at least at this time hasn't been for, I think, almost a year now. But yeah, it's almost all the steps are up on her channel if you're interested in learning how to do this. I am planning on showing how to print up the page and everything, not today, but I do plan on doing that. I just am not set up to do that today. So we're just going to do it the normal video where I have my remote control here. So we're just going to do the normal video today, where I do a little whip and chat in the beginning. And yeah, I have some exposed. Okay, so I had such a hard time doing this page. This page was very difficult. I couldn't get the scale right, and it wasn't printing properly. I must have wasted about 4 sheets of transparency paper trying to print this page. And oh, it was a mess. And then when I finally did get it right, I want to show you. I saved this. So Tammy says, don't just put the glue directly on the page. She says, put the double-sided adhesive and then you can put glue on it. Well, I forgot to put the double-sided adhesive on first, and I started to put glue on here, and I realized partway through. Well, this did not happen to the page. The page was totally fine, but I was like, oh, I forgot the double-sided adhesive. She said it won't work if I don't do that. So I went ahead and I printed up yet again another page, and I put this aside, and I was cleaning my craft room, and I saw this on the side of the table, and I'm like, what the heck happened to this? I couldn't even remember that I did that. And I was like, it looks melted. Like, what in the world happened to this? But apparently that's what happens if you just put glue on it and you don't actually cover it with double-sided adhesive first. So I was like, you know what? Let me save this so I can show the people. There is a method to Tammy's madness. So yeah, definitely don't do that. And ultimately, in the end, what it was I don't know why all of a sudden, but the first row, I didn't have a problem printing. But then when I went to print the first page of the second row, which is this page here, it was not coming out properly on the page. Like, it wasn't lining up on the page right, and I was getting cut off. And it turns out it's because I was using a fake, like I was using a PDF reader, but it was not Adobe Reader. And it just, but the icon, like its thumbnail looks very much like Adobe Reader, so I didn't realize. And so when I did download the actual Adobe Reader, I mean, this is what happened with me. I don't know. It started to print up properly. So I'm hoping I don't have any more issues. And then I did that. I hope I didn't put too much glue on this page. Because then I was a little heavy-handed with the glue. It was just kind of a mess. It was kind of a mess. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, that's a little blue hue. I actually just like the bright white. So I'm going to tape this down. I'm almost done this Christmas washi, so we'll have to pull out another one. I have plenty of them because the pack I got for last year's canvas had like 20 in them or something. So I'm not worried about that. And I do like taping it down now, just so that it doesn't move around. All right, so let's get to moving here. I'm gonna start with the heart. Ooh, bright red. It's always fun. 321. So I hope everybody is having a good day. I feel like maybe I'm falling a little behind. I don't know, but it's okay. It's okay. So this morning I woke up and I said to Bob, we were in bed and we were talking a little bit, and then I was like, I had a good dream, but I forget it now. Because remember, if I don't replay it in my mind before I start doing something else, I'll forget it. And he made like a gesture, like, thank goodness. Like, and I was like, what? You don't like my dreams? And he was like, I had a good dream last night. He said, I go outside and all of a sudden my car alarm goes off. And I'm like, why is that going off? And then all of a sudden the lights go on. And I'm like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden the engine revs. And I was like, you mean like Christine and Stephen King? And he's like, I don't know, because then I woke up. He's like, that's a good dream. Your dreams go on and on and on. Oh my God. I was like, I can't help it if I dream very detailed. That's not my fault. And he's like, and I was like, well, now that I didn't tell you right when I woke up, I can't remember it, and I'll never remember it. And he started doing a little dance. I was like, really? Well, I'm just going to have to find someone else to share my dreams with. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that my long-winded dreams were so annoying. But, you know, we're into December now, and I feel like, I don't have any Christmas decorations up in my house. And, I need to have that happen. I'm sorry, I'm thinking hard here. Okay. I need to do that. I just don't know when. Like, when am I going to do that? But I've been keeping up. You know, we're not too far into December, just a day or so. And I have been keeping up with my journal, and I'm loving it. And I feel like I am very organized. So I watched this show, and it was so sad, where it was like a true crime thing, documentary, and it was about this girl who, like, they found her on the side of the road, and they couldn't figure out who she was, and like the people who knew her didn't even know her real name. I mean, for years. It was so sad, like how people, I'm like, how does she not have, like, how come she doesn't belong to anybody? Like, I don't know. It really made me sad. And the person who she was telling everyone, well, I guess she did marry him, was her kidnapper and honestly her murderer. But I don't know, it's like, I mean, you know, no one was looking for her. It just breaks my heart. Like, she didn't really, and she was like super smart. She got like a free ride to like this university, and she wanted to be some kind of like neuroscience, like, I don't know, some kind of engineer, and like she was smart enough where she could have made that happen, but like all this potential, and she like lived one lie after another lie after another lie. I mean, she was kidnapped when she was like 3 or something, so she probably doesn't even know. And then when they finally figured out who she was, her mom like didn't even really, I'm gonna say her mom didn't care, because her mom didn't care to meet her grandkids from her. It's like heartbreaking. And obviously, like, I don't think that there was ever, like, I don't know if she reported her missing, or she tried to say that the police said that she wasn't missing. I don't know. Just very sad. But I actually did buy all of my daughter's Christmas gifts. And my son, he asked me if I would take him as his Christmas gift to get a suit, you know, get tailored, a suit tailored. So that's going to be, he's not going to have any, well, I might, I'll still get some stuff for him to open up, you know, but that'll be his main gift. A nice suit, because now that he's working and stuff, you know, he said he might have meetings he has to go to where he has to dress up nice. So, yeah, I think that'll be fun to take him to go get tailored or measured for a suit, and pick out suit colors and stuff. And Bob and I did that once. We got him 2 suits. And the only place he ever wears them are to funerals. It's so sad. I'm like, it's really sad. But, yeah, and then Bob said he's testing for his 6th-degree black belt come in June. And I was like, well, you better make sure your test is 1, not on a weekend, and 2, not over the Great Lakes retreat, because I'm supposed to be going to that. And so he said to send him his D's. So I'll get some pictures of that. Maybe a little video for you guys. And what else is new? I mean, honestly, that's the only Christmas gift that I bought. Christmas gifts that I bought. Because she sent me her list. So everything should be here in time. Last year I was like scrounging. My brother and his wife said to just get clothes for the kids because they have so many toys, and I'm sure Santa's going to bring them a ton of toys. So, and like, the clothes really help them out throughout the year, because, you know, we always buy clothes for the kids that are too big for the next oncoming season and stuff like that. I think she said she didn't have to buy any summer clothes for the baby because everyone got her clothes. So I'm gonna see about if they need snow boots too. Maybe they'll need some snow boots. So I was a little more generous with the glue, and I like it. It is definitely stickier, but it's also squishier and bouncier. I feel like the videos make this process seem very, very hard. And I think what the hard part is that, you know, when something doesn't work out, you need to troubleshoot it. And that's, I think, where it can get, because like I said, I printed up, I wasted like 4 sheets of transparency paper printing this page up. But I also, so then I was like, why do I keep printing this up on transparency paper? Like, I just kept expecting it to work because I had printed up how many sheets already and it never gave me a problem, so I couldn't figure out what was going on. So then I finally realized what I was doing. I'm like, wait, why am I printing it up on here? I should be printing it up on regular paper. So then I started using regular paper. You know, but at that point I had already wasted X amount of sheets, you know. And then I luckily figured it out, but I thought, oh geez, if I don't get this, if I can't figure this out, like, I don't know how I'm gonna finish this project. So, but like, once you print it, like the prepping of the canvas and all that, it's not hard at all. It's just, you know, just got to follow steps. It's literally just following steps. So I'm gonna like write the steps down, and then there's a bunch of tips, and I think the tips can sound overwhelming, but they're just, you know, you just got to keep in perspective that they're not part of the instructions. They're just tips. So, you know, and I think you don't even need to do all the tips. You just, you know. So I'm going to write it out very clearly and simply, and then I'll have you guys follow. I'll show you my printer, and I'll show you when I go to print it up, like the settings that I pick. And I'll try to make it as simple as possible, going through the steps. So that it's not so, what's it called? Muddy. The instructions aren't so muddy. And then, like, after I'm done the first half, you know, we'll put the second coat on. And trust me, it'll take me 2 hours to do the second half of the page. And then we'll put the sheet on, back on. This sheet, it was a mess. And then once I finally got it printed up, and I got it, and I got, once I finally got the scale down and printed up on, you know, with the right program and everything, and then I made the mistake of putting glue on it, and then I had to print up another sheet, and then I went to go put the double-sided adhesive down. Of course, I put it on crooked, so it goes down like this, and it comes off the grid and off the page. I had to cut it off the page and then add a small piece of tape at the bottom. So definitely need to take your time, because, you know, you can do silly things like that that will just be aggravating and add steps and stuff like that. But this is the first page of row 2, which is why I can do up to the side here of the image. But, you know, it will connect to the first page, and then, I mean, the first row, and then it'll connect to page 2 in the second row, and then there's a third row. So that's why I washied all the way around that way. Wait, is there a... I didn't think so. Oh, yeah, there is. That's something else. Okay. That's not the dot. So, and then it's just remembering stuff like that, like, where is this going in your grid? I guess in that sense it can get a little confusing, because you got to remember what sides not to diamond paint and stuff like that. But I can tell you that for my particular project, let me just get a piece of paper. My particular project, it goes like this, like page 1, 2, 3, and then there's a sliver. So this is 4, 5, 6, and a sliver, 7, 8, 9, and a sliver, and then there's just half a page and a small sliver. So far we've done 1, 2, 3, and then we're doing this one. So we did day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8. Now we're doing 9, 10. So this is what I mean. So this is the page that we're doing now. So I had to put washi up here, washi along here, and washi here. And I can diamond paint all the way to the corner here. I mean the end. And on this one I did the whole top, and then this one I just did the top. This one I just did the top, because we have to add this sliver here. You see? So that's how you have to know what page you're doing. And what you could do is, if you're confused, is you can print it out on just regular paper and build it. So I remember I was telling you guys how when I was little, we used to go and rake leaves and do all that. I'm sure some of you guys did that stuff too, where, you know, everyone would grab a rake. And we had this one couple, they paid us by weight. They would weigh the leaves. I kid you not. We made like pennies. I mean, they would take the bags of leaves and put it on a scale and weigh and like pay us, you know, I guess if it was like a pound, we would make like $1. Yeah, we got totally robbed. And then they gave us 2 bags of this nasty old, you know, that candy, that hard candy, with the stripes on it. It was like they're all mixed. I'll put a picture here if I can find it. They gave us like 2 huge bags, and they were so old, they were all stuck together. Needless to say, we never knocked on their door again. They were my best friend's next door neighbor too. They were an older couple, and I guess they had kids at one point that were older. I don't know. We never seen anybody like visiting them or anything. But yeah, we never knocked on their door again to see if they needed their leaves raked. That was awful. Like, we had so many huge bags of leaves, and we got like $4 or something. He's putting the bags on the scale, and we're all looking at each other like, what the heck is going on? Like, I mean, I don't remember how we did it, like how we came to an agreement. Like, I think we knocked on the door and we're like, you know, do you want us to rake your lawn for a small fee? And I think it was something like, yeah, I'll pay you per bag or something like that. And we were like, okay, you know, not knowing. And then he comes out with this scale, and we're like, what is going on? He weighs them. And of course, surprisingly, leaves don't weigh very much. We got ripped off. So yeah, it was kind of poopy. All right, I think I am going to go ahead and finish. I'm actually going to finish this whole half here. So I'm going to do these 3 rows, and then these 3 rows, and then pull it down and do this whole row, because it's just too much to look at for me. And then I find it takes longer because I'm like missing so many things constantly, because it's just so much to look at. So I find that if I break it up a little bit more, I go a little faster, in my mind anyway, because I tend to not miss as much. Not that I don't miss things, I just don't miss as many. And that's key, because then you have less. One of these, one of those, one of these. So I feel like it goes by a little quicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. Let you guys listen to some music, and I'll meet you in the middle, and then we'll go ahead and see if we get a letter or a snowman part, and then finish this page up. Or, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm going to finish only half. That's right. I'm only doing half this page. So I'm only going to do, I guess, one more of this, and then I'll do this side. Okay? All right, guys. Enjoy the music. Gonna go ahead and spin that wheel. And almost had to buy a vowel. We haven't been able to do that yet. Okay, do we have an N? We have two N's. Let me get my stickers. It's actually on the exact page it needs to be. And let's see. Oh, we have three N's. Three N's? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, three N's. All right, so one goes here. that's not straight. And once I put these on, they're on. And okay, and one goes here. I'll try to get this on straight. That was the best N. There we go. We got 3 N's. Ding, 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 ding. All right, I am going to put this stuff away, and I'll be diamond painting this other half of the page here. And I'm sorry. This other half of the page here, and yeah, and then we'll wrap it up. So enjoy the music.
It's the time for all to move in closer. The time for all to settle down, leave their worries all behind, take it slowly and unwind, and bring the peace back to a torn and shattered world. Let us share with all a Merry Christmas. Flight and come true for a holiday for me and you. It's the season for all, for the big and the small, for those who are weary and those who came far. Together, keep the winter outside and follow the star shining bright. To move in closer, it's the time for all to settle down, leave their worries all behind, take it slowly and unwind, and bring the peace back to a torn and shattered world. Share with all a Merry Christmas. Let us bring the greatest time of year. Let the words and the wishes take flight
on the first or the top half of this page. And let's see what we have here. We have a bow. Oh, look at them shiny drills. Very cool, very cool. So, yeah, this is page 4, I think we're on. It's getting a little hard to remember. But yeah, we're doing the 4th page of the series. And I will finish in the next episode this half. Okay, guys? So that is what we have so far. Very cool. We got a bakery, and it looks like this is a bow. Yeah. So until tomorrow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up on the way out, and if you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family and friends here at Kimbaskrafts. I would love to have you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Take care. Keep diamond painting.